He got the highest score of the heat. Just needed to probably do just a bit more. If he had done a backflip or an ARS right there and landed just as clean, he would have probably got a 7.5
Most
and
definitely.
advanced. But I think he played it a little safe and thought the roll was going to help. Here we go. The start of heat number 4, Sam Banat. He's doing a nice rolo. He's in yellow versus David Hubbard out the back in red. So this is the start of the heat. Sam just trying to plug away, get a little score under his belt. And don't blame him. David Hubbard's going to be searching for some big moves on these left-handers, I'm sure. And we know how good he is and ferocious of a competitor he is. I know he wants to win. We'll see what he can do out here.
There you go, out in the water. This is a 30-minute heat. Just started in the red jersey, the bearded one, Dave Hubbard from Hawaii. In yellow, the tall one, Sam Bennett. Here we go, Dave Hubbard's first wave.
Yeah, he did a spin there, and we'll see if he gets a section here. He's trimming really fast and just doesn't help him out. But, he has, like I said, he's had a good look, tried, and, he's paddled back out, 30-minute heat. He wants to get on the board with something. Sam's still paddling back out, so we'll see who gets priority. Probably Sam, since he rode it shorter, if he can get back out under these sets. We'll see where Dave is. But, yeah, it should be a great battle. I'm excited to watch this.
Hubby guys, there's a couple questions that are being thrown out on the IBA World Tour Facebook page. Tazid Ingram wants to know, do you have ribs?
I do have ribs. And,
I guess the question is how do you do it? How do you perform these big aerial maneuvers and walk away unscathed? Or, your preparation. What do you do?
I do a lot of stretching and yoga, and try and keep my core real strong so I don't end up injuring myself doing these huge landings. And obviously, you're going to have some injuries now and then, but it's pretty cool to be able to it's pretty cool to be able to stretch and be fit and feel really good. Sam Bennett, a nice roll low there for Sam. That'll be his best wave, but he's got 2 waves under his belt. He's gonna cut out and go back for more.
But back to that question, you don't do it just before each session or after each session. You do it even when there aren't any waves, or it's like in your regimen.
Oh yeah, you got to do this. You got to stay fit. You got to practice. Doing what you got to do every day.
Somebody just opened up the door and handed over a couple flash drives. How is that?
Frothing. Welcome to Portugal. Here's an Excelsior Tours flash drive. It's really good. Dave's looking at something. Not much there. Looks like we'll see what unpredictable is huge. Oh, there he goes. Huge invert on a small wave. So that is really cool.
Wow, very unpredictable and very exciting to watch. David Hubbard, as you can see, just drimming all the way across the wave, and all of a sudden, boom, a big invert right there, right in your face.
Yeah, so that was really good for Dave. He, getting started off, and that'll help his. So Sam is a 5 and a 4, and Sam's 5.63. But Dave, look at him trim. We'll see what the judges give it because he's trimmed a while, but then really surprising right there with the big invert. I thought that was really clean, and he'll probably be rewarded somewhere in the 5s, I would assume.
You can see that he totally prepared for that and used all of his body to try to get as high as he could, even though the wave was a medium-sized wave as he got to the inside. But a great move to end that wave. Dave Hubbard getting out there as quickly as possible. And Dave Hubbard is one of those guys, too, physically fit. He knows that you got to go 110% for as long as the heat. And in this situation, it's 30 minutes. And so far, so good for David Hubbard. Let's see what we got coming down the pipeline. All right, looks like Sam Bennett's last wave of 5.63. And he's back out there, which means Sam Bennett does have has priority, and David Hubbard, we're waiting for his scores to drop on our scorecard.
So Dave's got a Dave's got a 5.25, and so yeah, Dave needs a 4.14 at this stage. There's 25 minutes left, so plenty time here. Dave, they both have a 5-point wave. They both got a nice mid-range score, and now they're going to be looking to improve on that and see who, it's going to be the battle of who can get the best wave, I'd say, at this point.
It's going to come down to the wire. I can feel it in this heat as well. And I don't know if there's any action ready to go down out the back, but we do have action with the interviewer, Sasha Specker, with the interviewee, the winner of the last heat. Let's get down there. Sasha, where are you at?
All right, I have Mark McCarthy with me here, who just defeated Yerai Martinez from the Canary Islands. Mark, there was a very heated exchange there in the last dying 20 seconds of the heat. Tell us about that. What happened?
Yeah, no, it's with literally 20 seconds left. I had to go on the last. I didn't want to give him that one wave, so I had decided to go, and I was just biting my nails, waiting for the last score of Yerai to come in, and unfortunately fell short for him. And yeah, just happy.
Yeah, it was a nail biter. He had a huge roll and a nice big set, and 0.3 of a point short. So you got the better end of that exchange. Well done. I see you still panting a bit here. Looks like it's hard work out there. Tell us something about the conditions today.
Yeah, it's not easy. Just, the waves, they look pretty soft, but they give a hard thump, and a few times my whole body just shut down, started cramping. So I'm just grateful that I can make it through this day, and just get to fight another one tomorrow.
All right, tomorrow it looks like the soil's meant to be dropping off a little bit, but very contestable, and event organizers are looking at an early start, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow's action. Good luck for tomorrow, and back to you, Manny.
We're back.
Sorry.
So,
Hubbard's trying to steal my.
I wanted that.
No, he's trying to take my USB thing.
It's 2 gigabytes. It's huge, man. I want that.
We just found out it was 2 gigs, and I was like, I was gonna throw it away, but he's like, give it to me. I'm like, no, I'm keep it. What are you
it's all
talking
good.
about?
No, I got my own, so it'll be cool. But yeah, it's a battle on the water. Dave just had a wave. Comes in as a 4, so he's got 2 waves down under his belt. He's probably going to want to consolidate and wait for some good waves now. And so is Sam's waiting out the back with priority. But since it's a beach break, Manny, there's so many peaks. The priority doesn't come quite into effect until the really end of the heat.
And you know what? We do have a huge amount of time remaining. 23 minutes left in this heat, and we say it all the time, but anything is possible until the very last second. And we've seen a ton of heats where it comes down to the last 5, 10 seconds, and everything can change. So I'm going to say it's going to be one of those heats if they go back to back, but it really all depends to Mother Nature. She slowed down a little bit with this high tide coming in, and we saw it slow down just a little bit from the beginning of this round, where Ben Player and Dave Winchester where they're waiting patiently, and just it was wave for wave, but wave selection is vital in these situations.
Sure was, Manny. So like I said earlier, the high tides are about 12 feet here, and it peaked at 3:09 today. And what happens is now it's on the decline. It's about 2 hours or so after the high tide, so the form's getting better. There's a little bit more lip. It's not as soft, and so out the back, you can see the swell lines peak up a little bit better. And these competitors in these last heat probably have the best chance of getting some good sections rather than anyone else. So, yeah, we got a pretty cool heat. I mean, it's only separated by 0.05 at the moment, which is pretty cool, and I think obviously that's going to change pretty soon.
I'm looking at some of the heats that are starting to shape up right now in round number 6. Tomorrow you're going to see Alex Uranga and Dave Winchester go head-to-head. That'll be a fun one to watch. Jared Houston and Roberto Bruno will be in round number 6, heat number 2. Andrew Lester and Mark McCarthy will go head-to-head. That's going to be an intense one. Magno Passos and the winner of this heat will go head-to-head in that last heat in round number 6. Oh, my.
It's going to be an awesome day of competition tomorrow. I'm really excited. So we have, 4 rounds of guys. Oh, Sam Bennett up and riding.
Let's see.
Look at this left-hander shaping up pretty
Nice.
well for him.
Oh, my.
There he goes. Nice flip. So that was really smooth by Sam Bennett. Pounded Port Macquarie style.
Looks like the riders are opting to hold off on coming all the way to the inside until the very end of the heat, only to get back out there. Dave Hubbard looks like he may have caught a wave as we were concentrating on Sam Bennett's wave. And, let's take another look right here. This is what happened with Dave Hubbard.
Yeah, so we missed Dave's wave. It was a big set wave. I'm sure he does. Oh, that was a huge flip. Does he handle? No. Looks like he pokes his nose.
Oh,
that was an awesome move. I mean, I was stoked he tried that because Sam did a big flip on his wave, so Dave needed to go for the flip there. He just needed to land it.
All right, we are waiting down on the scene. But take another look at Sam Bennett's wave.
Yeah, nice bottom turn, Manny, and then eyes of the section really clean. Well, execute a backflip, throws the legs in, comes around. It's going to be a nice high 6-point score, and I think he'll be quite pleased with that. It's going to leave David Hubbard looking for a good wave with 20 minutes left. Sam Bennett, he had a great showing at Pipeline, 4th place, and he shows he can surf in the big waves, and here in the small waves he's ripping too. So it's he's a competitive kid, and he's ready to take on the world.
Yes, we actually had him in here too, and I brought that up. I'm like, hey, you according to Andrew Lester, you're a little late on your first heat this morning. He's like, yeah, I wasn't really prepared. Well, yesterday, I think. Either way, he said he wasn't prepared, and I'm like, well, you're ensuring you're not going to let that happen again. He's like, well, I don't know. So hopefully he can shape up and get into that zone. Now, David Hubbard. Oh, going for it. Forcing that ARS into that one. Pulls it off, but not as clean as he would like to have done it, I'm sure. David Hubbard getting back out there ASAP. 20 minutes remaining out in this heat. Currently in second is David Hubbard. He has a 6.88, and Sam Bennett now is have a 6.75 and a 5.38 under his belt. Sam Bennett in first place.
Yeah, Sam's got a great-looking couple scores here. He's got a 5.38 and a 6.75. So Dave's looking for a pretty high 6. He's going to have to get into the 7 range. He's got to win here. And, Dave was looking for a little smaller one. He thought it was going to ramp up, and it almost did. But Sintra's real tricky. Only able to get a little ARS off, and he knew that wasn't enough. Straight back out there trying to consolidate, get some more waves. But hey, Dave has 5 waves already, and there's only 10 minutes gone, so he may want to think about his wave count at some point in this heat.
All right, I'm scrolling up to see what we're in store in the ladies round number 6. We are going to see Mayumi Tone, Sari Ohara, and Namara Carvalho. They're going to start off the heat tomorrow morning, so wake up bright and early. We will be here at 8 o'clock, I believe, has been the standard, with a 8 o'clock call, hopefully to start at 8:30. And that's who you're going to see. Next heat will be Isabella Sosa and Lacoste and Teresa Duarte. But currently out in the water, 17 minutes, 34 seconds remaining. Sam Bennett holding steady right now with a 6.75 and a 5.38. Oh, look at this.
That
out the
was
back.
Dave. Big move. Oh, he's not done yet. Let's see if he can consolidate and hold. Wow.
That's going to be what he was looking for.
That's what Dave was looking for, man. He really needed that big flip, and he's hoping to get another roll in. But, yeah, that was a cool move. Dave was in second. He did 6.88. I would say that could be it. Let's see the replay here. Great bottom turn, man. Talk us through it.
Starts off with a backflip and comes around the section, able to punch through that. Enough speed to get out in front of that wave. So a little variety of combinations right there. But Sam Bennett, oh my, going for a backflip for himself. A little bigger. But you know what? He kicked out a little early. Not much there for him. So Sam Bennett, a little bigger backflip than Dave Hubbard. But Dave Hubbard was able to pull it around, get back in there, and do a roll at the end of that wave. So it's going to be kind of interesting how the scores drop for each one of those waves.
Real cool. That was Dave's best wave by far. He needed it, and Sam's got a really good second score right here. So watch Sam's backflip. Really clean, vertical.
Nice.
Throws the legs in, spins around, and he was stoked with that. He's got two big flips, and we'll see if Dave's going to be able to come back and match that score, because that's going to be around what Sam had for his first flip at least. And Dave's going to need at least a start there and have one of those scores in the 6.75 range, so he can have a chance to come back and beat Sam. But Sam's looking really powerful here. 2 great flips on those lefts. Really, really awesome surfing by Sam.
15 minutes, 43 seconds remaining, not only in this heat, but for the competition for today, and which is good, because we've been having some the judges were able to call the shot, see the colors and everything towards the end of the day in the last few days, but that glare has been pretty intense. And here we got some grommets visiting the beach, and a little nervous. How's the kid in the blue? Wow. All right, here we go. The scores are dropping. Sam Bennett and David Hubbard, we're waiting for the scores to come down. Each one of those have been Sam Bennett's big backflip and David Hubbard's backflip into a roll. So we're waiting for David Hubbard's score to drop, but look at this, out the back. Sam Bennett. Nice carving reverse right there. This is Sam Bennett out of that wave, and here they are. The scores have dropped. Oh, my. Sam Bennett, big backflip, has scored higher than David Hubbard's backflip with a 7.43 for Sam Bennett. David Hubbard's backflip into a roll, a smaller, medium-sized wave, 6.58. Still a high score, but not enough to take that first place spot away from Sam Bennett. Now, David Hubbard is on the hunt for a 7.6. Totally possible from this kid.
Definitely, it's a big ask, but we know he's capable. He's got 15 minutes remaining, and so we see Sam here on the screen just playing around, nice carving reverse, just doing what he does.
Wow, that's
and,
nice.
Nice to see some rail movement from the young fella. We know he's really talented, but it cuts out. Not going to be a significant score for him because he's already got 2 big ones. Dave's going to be out the back waiting for a big wave and a big left-hand flip bowl because he knows that's what's getting the scores. So Dave needs a 7.6, Manny.
Well, it's scary because one of these guys capable of actually winning the entire heat will not even advance out of this heat if they're not in that first place position. So Sam Bennett looking strong, but Dave Hubbard, here he comes.
Yeah, there's Dave. Seeing what he can do here. Seeing if the big section offers it. No.
Oh, no. Loses the priority that he had in his hand and gives it up to Sam Bennett in the last 13 minutes. So there's plenty of time, as always. It's easy for us to say because we're sitting here comfortably, but those 13 minutes can either fly by or just melt away.
Totally.
It depends on how you're where you are in your heat out in the water. So Sam Bennett with priority, with 13 minutes remaining in first place. David Hubbard still looking for that 7.6.
Yeah, Sam's wants this heat to go by quick, and Dave wants the heat to drag on so he can get a couple good scores. I mean, I think Dave's got 7 waves. He can have 5 more waves only with 50 minutes left. So he's got to be careful about that because he's chasing a big score, a 7.6, and he's surfing really good. But Sam's surfing excellent with 2 big precise backflips on the left hand bowl. So this is the best performance we've seen from Sam in this competition. It's really nice to see. I mean, obviously he's got here, and so he's surfing great. But these backflips he's done are really technical and really cool.
You're right. His performance has been pretty consistent in this heat. And here we go. David Hubbard, how you come you're shaking your head no?
I was surprised he was paddling for that wave.
I can see, in the corner of my eye, I can see you yelling and saying no and shaking your head.
I can see, because he needs a big wave.
He needs a big wave.
He's my brother, so I want him to win. But so I'm hoping he finds a big waves and does something big. At least give the people a show. I know Sam's killing it, so Sam's really smart competitor. He's surfed on the Aussie Tour a bunch and comes from Port Macquarie where they have amazing bodyboard talent.
Oh, yeah.
Real depth of field there. And he's one of the up-and-coming crop of Australia. And I see him surfing around. He's, got so much talent, really raw talent. And he showed us at Pipeline in 4th place. And, hey, I think he's looking to get a good result here in Sintra, looking the goods at the moment.
That's right. And only one rider out of this heat will advance on. Sam Bennett looking really good right now in the last 11 minutes. But you know what? We saw it in your heat, in fact, where you were in 4th place till the last few minutes of your heat, and all of a sudden you came out big with a big move and a big score. Next thing you know, boom, you're 1st place and advancing to the quarterfinals, taking the rest of the day off to recharge, regroup. And these guys right here, unfortunately, were in those bottom halves of their own respective heats. And now they're faced with a do or die right here. Sam Bennett looking good. David Hubbard, he can pull it off though. 11 minutes remaining.
It's going to be fun to watch. I mean, we've got 11 minutes remaining, so we'll see if the ocean cooperates for these guys. They're great competitors, and we know they're talented enough to do anything. And I really enjoy watching it, especially from here, the webcast. It's really crisp, man. The 60-inch flat screen is unreal. I mean, it's just so cool being out of the harsh Portuguese sun. I mean, it is cooking out there. I was in the shade hiding out. And
you know what I do miss, though? I want to get a bucket or a little tray of sand and just put my feet in the sand throughout the whole event. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow in the last couple days.
You know what? There should be a little sand box we create for you, so you can just curl up and take a nap in the sand in between commentary breaks and just put your feet in, just relax. Because you're at the beach, you should have that luxury.
Well, I'm gonna put in my request for that at the next event.
Yeah.
Sam
cool.
Bennett winning this heat right now in the lead. David Hubbard waiting patiently out the back. As you can see, they're a little bit separate from each other and watching intently with his lady on the beach. And there you have it, the scores. David Hubbard, Hawaii, 11.83 score.
Using a
Sam
priority.
Bennett.
And nice little peekaboo there. He loves that Jack in the Box. That was interesting. He knew he wasn't going to get better than a 7.43 or 6.75. So he just playing around there. He's real relaxed at the moment. He's got some good scores. He's been surfing great. No pressure on Sam at the moment, it doesn't seem like, where Dave's just going to have to sit out there and wait for a bomb and hope something big, exciting comes his way.
But didn't he just give up priority with that?
Yeah, Sam did. But, at the same time, there's a lot of time left. You can't block a competitor forever. So he's got to, Sam's doing the right thing by just trying to maximize his score, worrying about himself at this moment in time at the heat. There'll be plenty of time to, worry about Dave later.
So what is going through Dave Hubbard's mind right now in the red jersey?
Give me a wave. Give me a wave. He's hoping for a wave, and I think everyone on the beach wants to see action. So I think we're all hoping for a wave to come in and give Dave some opportunity to do a boost. I'm sure Margot Bennett would disagree with me that we want a wave to come in, but I totally feel for her too. Like when you're pulling for someone and they're winning, you just want the thing to finish, and you want everyone just to stop, and the person you're rooting for to just come in with that victory all of a sudden.
But you know what? These last few days, we've seen a lot of intense heats, and a lot of people had to wait until those last scores dropped, even after the horn has sounded, as these scores were dropping. And a lot of situation changes were done in the last few minutes and seconds of a lot of these heats. So it's going to be pretty exciting what's going to happen in these last 8 minutes. The last heat of the day, the last heat of round number 5 out in the water.
Yeah,
so it's going to be interesting.
We got a crowd on the beach. We got a lot of people just really enjoying this Friday afternoon here at Sintra in Portugal. Sure, you're ready to have the evening commence and get to all your parties you got to go to. I'm sure you have like 3 or 4 lined up. And,
yeah, right.
No, just kidding.
But there is one, though, I may attend just because my friends are in town from Iraceta, right up the road, about 20 minutes away. The Nubai Sound is in the house as Senora del Rio, which is right down the road. So I'm going to go meet up with Nunito, Pitasa, Gigi, all the guys, and
cool.
Just say hi. But, yes, I do have a curfew. We do have one. We got a couple more days of broadcasting.
But 2 more days. Yeah, Manny, I think you're allowed to go out and have fun, even though it may wreck your next day and you may be sleepy as hell. But I've seen you work off some hangovers in the booth here really well. I mean, you're a student of the game. You know how to take care of your body and put it through some rigorous moments.
It's just tonight I'm just going to go say hi and get out of there and press the eject button. As David Hubbard would call it, I'm a ghost.
Yeah, you ghost right straight out of there. And
yep.
Some people are good ninjas and can vanish upon whenever they need to. I love that motif. Just get in and enjoy.
I'm actually going to take
it out, smoke bomb, and where'd he go?
I'm gonna wear this hat going in, and I'm gonna bring an extra hat and an extra shirt, change it, and walk out of there, get out of there as quickly as possible.
Disguise. I love this. They're like a magician. That is cool. You just produce things out of just. It's pretty awesome.
That's tonight, but listen up. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Sam Bennett in the yellow jersey can't make the time go quicker because he would be advancing on into round number 6. But David Hubbard, oh, man, he needs that one solid wave, 7.6. You can see it on your screen. 5 minutes remaining. Look at this. Out the back, he sees it. He sees something. Will it be the one that he wants? It is Dave Hubbard with priority, so he can take it or leave it. Oh, looking back.
Yeah, they're waiting for something. He knows what he needs. He's time's winding down. He's got to wait for a score and see if a set comes. We can kind of see the horizon out of here, and here's Dave paddling for a wave, just smaller one. And we'll see if anything happens because he's real surprising. Oh, he blew by the section and
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That could have been a disastrous move right there, going for something that did not have the size behind it. But I think he was a little anxious and didn't want to be sitting out there for the next 5 minutes without any waves coming through.
totally true. I mean, it looked like it was going to ramp up. Actually, he was speeding up, and the ramp came, and it just bent away at the last second. So, Dave could have had a big air reverse there and solidified it. I think that's probably what was going through his mind. He's capable of that kind of stuff, and he, was smart. He waited for the last big section, tried to do a big move, and didn't appear. So, battle back out. 5 minutes left, and see what happens.
5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remaining. David Hubbard is waiting patiently on the outside, waiting for that 7.6 to come through. Dave Bennett in the yellow jersey. He's hoping the time will go by faster than he could make it go, but that's it. 5 minutes to go remaining in this heat. 4:20 remaining in this heat.
420, that's a magic number, and for some people here.
Here, all over the world. But that's it.
I was talking in this commentary booth. Not I'm just kidding. We're just kidding. This is
all right, look at this. Sets rolling in out the back. Sam Bennett paddling over that one. And again, another beautiful sunny day. A little breezy on the breezy side, but all good.
Yeah, not as windy as it was yesterday, Manny.
That's right. We actually had better conditions for competition today. And we thank everybody from tuning in all over the world, being a part of our interactive part by posting their comments on our IBA World Tour Facebook page. And you know what? We'll be back here tomorrow. So make sure you tune in nice, bright, and early, 8 a.m. Sintra time. And we should be rocking and rolling by 8:30. So, hubby guys.
Yeah, what are we starting with? We're starting with the women, I heard. They're starting with the women tomorrow morning, so
yep,
that's pretty cool. I get to have a little rest, and there's, and I get ready for a big day tomorrow. It should be the final day of the men's. Excited to make it there, and quarterfinal matchups. It's going to be an interesting draw. We got Mark McCarthy versus Andrew Lester, and the winner of that, I'll get the winner of that heat, which would be pretty cool. It's going to be anyone's game, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to have to surf, as good as I can if I want to continue to advance to the semis and into the final. But this is, Sintra. It's going to showcase us some goods tomorrow.
So, hubby guys, right after the event, right after the awards ceremony, we're going to go one beach over for the DK Wars, and the invitation's there.
I'm there Sunday. I'll be there. I think I talked to Roman, Manny, and he's excited for the DK Wars to happen out in front, in between the some of the women's events, because they need some stuff to happen for the crowd. Because there's no men on Sunday, it's just women's quarter semis final. So you could.
I just didn't want to wrinkle anybody's feathers, so I'll have a little chat with Roman and see if we can change it and see what happens with DK Wars. That's Chris Wantaloa's brainchild right there, and that's blossoming into a global entity. So we're going to see where he takes that in the future. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. 2.5 minutes remaining out in the water. Sam Bennett, Dave Hubbard. Sam Bennett in the yellow jersey holding on to that first place. But look at this. Here we go. Nice big extended roll right there. Joel, what am I talking about? Dave Hubbard coming around the section right there. Nice spin.
Yeah.
And look at this thing forming up for Dave Hubbard. This is going to be his last-ditch effort. He's looking for a 7.6. What do you think?
It was a great roll, but, it's not like Sam's backflips. So it was a pretty tall effort for him to come in right here. I thought that was a pretty big mistake, actually.
Wow.
He's amped, he's psyched. He knows it's a good wave, but was it the score, man? That's a question, considering what Sam was doing out there on those backflips, that big extended roll. We'll see. We'll see what happened, Manny.
Well, Sam Bennett's out the back. He doesn't want to hear it. He's just chilling outside, waiting for the next minute or so for the time to run down.
A minute 35. I'd say Dave should maybe paddle out. Look, he takes off. Big roll. A big clean roll. Nice spin. We'll see if.
Remember, Dave Hubbard is looking for that 7.6 ride, and he took this all the way in, but the judges are always looking for that big move on the outside, and 7.6 is what he's looking for. It was it wasn't a small wave, it wasn't a medium, it was like in the middle between medium and big wave, but David Hubbard in the red jersey making his way up to the beach marshal to drop off his jersey, but less than a minute.
Yeah, he's up. You know, it's 30 seconds, 20 seconds left.
Oh my!
And,
Look at that.
5.9. You know, it was a tough job for Dave. He surfed really well all event and threw out some surprises. It was cool. You know, he had to put up a decent fight, and Sam just blew the doors off that heat. 2 big backflips, probably the best. You know, one of the